Hey, day 67. Hey, what are you doing today? Hey, hey, what are you doing today? I don't know. Kind of drew a blank there. Just made some funny noises and expressions to pass the time. But I guess what I want to talk about uh, today, just for a second, is that I noticed that anytime I've had a desire that I've kind of been pursuing, and it's something that I know it's something that's going to take time. It's going to take effort. It's going to take focus, and it's going to take a little bit of willpower to kind of stay on that path. That anytime I've done that, when things get tough, anything that I know that I need, the ether kind of gives just the right amount of to keep me going, to get that spark. And yesterday I was kind of feeling like I needed something. I needed to feel some value, some benefit in what I was doing. And when I got home and I hung out with my girlfriend, the Luna as I call her, and it was just amazing. And it was all a big culmination of the efforts and the work. It was kind of funny. It immediately came to fruition. And I saw the value in what I was doing. I saw it immediately hit me. And then when I woke up this morning, I was listening to something, and it basically was saying, it's doing the little things. It's sticking to the little things every day. And even if you don't sense that value in it at the time that you're doing it, it's the fact that I continue to do it, the fact that I continue to concentrate on those things, and then I do my best not to let them go by the wayside. Those are the building blocks. Those are the little pieces that keep everything going. Now, having heard that, I thought about it, and the major components I've been pretty good with, but some of the little things I have let myself slack on, and I need to get back into that, and I need to recognize that the smallest, most minute task that I have to do for that day is very important to the whole. It's very important to the strength. Just like bricks in a building, bricks in a skyscraper. There might be thousands of them, but if you have one weak one, that takes away from all of them at some point. That lessens the value of the entire structure. So it really is, just all the little tasks. I need to concentrate on them as small little building stones, and know that they recognize their value, understand their value. And it also kind of falls back to another thing I learned earlier in the month, and that's to treat my tasks as something sacred, almost as if in their own self they're a prayer. Something as simple as just fixing something simple, fixing a screw that had come out on a door hinge or something, just for an example. Not to look at it as, oh, I can't wait to get this over, and kind of do it, half paying attention to it. Give it the full focus, the full energy. Treat it as something sacred, and do it as something sacred, even though it's on the exterior it seems a minuscule task that doesn't have a whole lot of value. The value is in that concentration, the value is in that focus, the value is in the devotion of doing that little thing, and doing it correctly, doing it as well as you possibly can, and giving it your full energy, and kind of controlling my body, controlling my mind, controlling my actions, and giving myself the strength to complete it in a sacred way. Has that benefit to make me better for when a big task were to come up, to approach it with the same attitude. Everything is practice for me, and I know that as I'm learning that, I'm going through a very huge retraining, mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually. That's ultimately what this has turned into. Still have the two main goals of becoming an entrepreneur, and becoming as physically fit as possible. Those two hand in hand, but along the way I'm going through this interesting change that I wasn't really anticipating, with mentally and spiritually and emotionally, and just my values are changing, the way I look at life is changing, the world around me is changing. as I'm taking on new pieces of information. So, but I just have to remember that I got to stay focused on the little things. The little things are so important. They can't be overlooked. They can't be you can't make excuses for it. You know, it came into too, just to kind of tie it all together. Yesterday I mentioned I just kind of had a quick run, wasn't feeling it. I got on the treadmill and counted that as a run, even though it was just a couple minutes. You know, I got my blood flowing, and now I was okay with that. Whereas today I got on and, you know, I did 15 minutes and, you know, kicked it up 6.5, 7 miles an hour at some points, and you know, really got the blood flowing. And then when I was done, I was like, it's just a cleansing to have that, to actually go through that early morning cycle of waking the body up with exercise. It cleanses the mind, the heart, everything for the whole day. It's just the perfect preparation. That's one thing I was missing yesterday, and you know, it's just one of those little building blocks that I didn't focus on, didn't treat as something sacred that I needed to do to make the day correct, to make the structure correct, to continue in the path correctly, and that was the kink that was the weak stone that knocked everything out of kilter yesterday. And you know, I recognized that today after, you know, evaluating that and thinking about things and taking that on. But today's a new day, fresh start. Continuing down the path. I got my goofy tie on. I'll show this one off. I like this one. So look at that, my little hula girl. So anyway, yep, there she is. She's dancing all day long with me. But I'm gonna leave it at that today. Just man, concentrate, focus on those little simple blocks, you know, the simple tasks that I've given myself. Make sure I'm doing them, make sure I'm doing them as a prayer, make sure I'm doing them as a sacred part of this journey, and you know, just keep on trucking. So that's it for today. Hey, what are you doing today?